Does God allow things to happen to us as like a test to see if our faith is real? This is a great question, but the first part of answering this question is to understand what God is like, to understand who He is, and to understand a part of what makes Him God. You see, we believe that God is omniscient. That means that He knows everything, like literally everything. Psalm 147, verses 4 and 5 say, He determines the number of the stars. He gives to all of them their names. Great is our Lord, and abundant in power. His understanding is beyond measure. In 1 John, John puts it a little bit more simply. 1 John chapter 3, 19 and 20. By this we shall know that we are of the truth, and reassure our heart before Him. For whenever our heart condemns us, God is greater than our heart, and He knows everything. Let's read that again. And He knows everything. He understands all, He sees all, He knows all. Our God is limitless. So no, He doesn't sit in heaven and see like, all right, how is this going to turn out? He's not waiting to see how you're going to react to a situation because He already knows. As part of what makes Him God. But that doesn't mean He doesn't allow these things into our life to test our faith. You see, instead of trying to learn something about us, He's trying to mold us into something new. James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds. For you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. Now, the word James uses for testing is a really unique word. It comes from the process silversmiths would use when they would refine their silver. You see, they would apply a test, which in their case was intense heat to their silver. And when they did that, all the imperfections in silver would rise to the top. So the silversmith could see all these little bubbles and other imperfections. And he could just scrape them off and clear all them out of there. And he would repeat this process over and over and over until there were no more bubbles or imperfections rising to the top. You see, he would know he was done because he could look down at his work and see his own reflection. The heat, the test, made the silver into something that it could have never been without it. So God is not just letting things happen in your life just to see what you will do. He has no guesswork. He has no mystery to Him because He is working all things for the good of those who love Him, according to Romans 8. And the trials and the testings that come into your life, though they're not fun, they may be uncomfortable, they may give you feelings of uncertainty and anxiety, but what they're doing is just like the heat refines the silver, your tests and your trials are refining you to make you look and act more like Jesus. And that is so worth it. To look a little bit more like Him who loves you beyond measure is worth any trial or tribulation we could come through. So rest assured, God knows all, He sees all, He is in control. He's still on His throne. He is still working all things for your good. But He does allow things in your life because those things, though you can't see them, are actually working for your good in His glory.